mission of the base evolves. I remember when we initially started, we quickly went up to 300 children. And our goal was to make sure that by the end of the year, 300 children were still alive. We've added some things: education, tutoring, mentoring, life skills, traveling. What our goal is to create fantastic human beings on the west side of Chicago. What our goal is to ensure that we're creating the next generation of leaders for the West Garfield Park community.
Good evening. My name is Eric Davis, Executive Director of the Base Chicago. Frank Brim, a retired Chicago firefighter, and myself, a retired Chicago police officer, decided to start the Base Chicago on the west side. During our time as first responders, we literally responded to thousands of 911 calls. No matter how big the fire was, we responded. No matter how many shots were being fired, we responded. And these calls weren't coming from our friends, our neighbors, our relatives. They were coming from Chicagoans who needed help. The Base Chicago is an academic and athletic after-school program located in West Garfield Park. We serve 300 children ages 8 to 18 years old. What we're seeking tonight is your help in raising $15,000 for our summer employment program for our first-generation college-bound students. We have 10 children who we will hire at the Base Chicago. They will work, and Lord knows they will work. They will help our 6 to 12-year-olds with reading, math, and computer skills. Many surveys are out there and many studies that tell you the biggest barrier for kids from communities like Garfield Park is poverty. The median household income of Chicago is $62,000. The median household income in West Garfield Park is $29,000. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what the money is for. The money will be for pizza, but it'll also be for personal hygiene products, doing their laundry, keeping their cell phone on, staying connected to their little brothers and sisters because they feel guilty about leaving and going away to school. Without these dollars, there's a risk that our kids will come home and not get a diploma. So, doot, doot, doot. 911, what's your emergency? This is Eric Davis. We need help. Who's going to respond? Who in here is going to respond? And not just for the Base Chicago, but for every great organization you're going to see here tonight that has been responding and helping communities in Chicago. Thank you.